Legislation filed in honor of the 6 children who died in the Woodmore bus crash takes another step forward.
That proposal calls for seatbelts on school buses, and today a House committee voted overwhelmingly to advance it forward. But will it ever make it to the full House floor? News Channel 9's Catherine Marchand shows us what's next for the bill.
Today's discussion was significantly different than last week's discussion by the same committee, and that was reflected in the vote. When the House Education Administration and Planning Committee began to talk about the school bus seatbelt bill today, it was clear that most members were on board with the proposal.
I'm happy to be able to support it.
I've supported this bill since I got here.
Representative Joanne Favors drafted the bill shortly after 6 Woodmore elementary schoolers were killed in the Chattanooga bus crash.
You can't put a price on the contributions that each one of these youngsters could have made to this society.
Friends and families of the Woodmore victims traveled to Nashville for today's hearing.
Money is important, but money shouldn't matter because they can't get their kids back, and we got to save the ones in the future that's going to ride the bus.
They were there watching and applauding as the bill passed easily. Only 3 committee members voted no. Though the bill is moving forward, it now has to make it out of at least 3 other committees before the full House of Representatives takes a final vote. I asked the bill's sponsor, Democrat Joanne Favors, if lawmakers could be trying to run out the clock.
It seems to have gone through a lot more committees, but when you're dealing with something as complex as this, you want to be sure that all aspects, all perspectives are involved.
I brought the same question to the chair of today's committee, Representative Harry Brooks. He says there's no effort to delay this bill.
Well, lands no. It's a process. In other words, we thoroughly vet bills and go from there and move it through the system. And the more legislators that hear about it and are aware of it before you reach the floor, the better off you are.
Unlike Favors, Brooks is a Republican, but he says the bill has strong support on both sides of the aisle, and he believes ultimately it's going to pass the House floor.
When you're dealing with the lives of children, then you need to make sure that this is the best route.
Catherine Marchand, News Channel 9.
Favors told News Channel 9 she recognizes that the bill's cost is still a concern for many of her colleagues. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll tell you why she believes she'll be able to reduce the cost